left if that's available.
Papa Hotel Tango India Mike, Palm Springs Tower, squawk 6250.
6250.
Papa Hotel Tango India Mike, Palm Springs altimeter is 2985, radar contact about 10 miles west of the Palm Springs VOR. Presently landing runway 31, you're requesting straight in for 13.
If that's available, yes, please.
Remember, correction, Papa Hotel Tango India Mike, make straight in runway 13 left and clear to land. Wind is 0905.
Clear to land, runway 3 left, Papa Hotel Tango India Mike, thanks.
Palm Springs clearance, plus 4658 is type PC12 slam call, request clearance to Vegas S filed.
Plus 4658, Palm Springs clearance. Good afternoon. Unable to give you S file, and I'll be full route standby. Plus 4658 is cleared to the Las Vegas Airport via Flight Cathedral 1 departure procedure to Palm Springs, Victor 370 to 29 Palms, Victor 538, Cresso, join the Cresso 3 arrival. Maintain 7,000. Expect flight level 2405 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.7, squawk 6316.
Plus 4658 is cleared to Vegas via Cathedral 1, Palm Springs, Victor 370, 29 Palms, Victor 538, Cresso 3. Initially climb 7,000, expect to cruiser F25, departure 167, squawk 6316 plus 465.
Plus 4658, three back is correct. Tango India Mike, taxi to the ramp via Echo and frequency.
Taxiing to the ramp via Echo, remaining on this frequency, Papa Hotel Tango India Mike.
Ontario Tower, Cessna 237 Charlie Alpha, approximately 4 miles to the west, inbound to land.
Number 237 Charlie Alpha, roger, inner left traffic, left downwind runway 26 left, report base.
Enter left downwind for 26 left and record your base, 237 Charlie Alpha.
Charlie Tower United 242 on the visual for 20 right, will be turning for a right base shortly.
United 242 John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land, wind 170, number 3.
Clear to land, 20 right, United 242.
Papa Tower King at 208 Kilo, ILS 4.
Near 520 Yankee Kilo, Palomar Tower, runway 24, clear to land, wind 210 at 11. Number 237 Charlie Alpha, runway 26 left, clear to land.
6 left, clear to land, 7 Charlie Alpha, thank you.
Palm Springs ground plus 4658 East trend with weather going for taxi.
Plus 4658, Palm Springs ground, runway 31 right, taxi via Echo and Bravo.
Trail right via Echo Bravo 465.
Riverside Tower, good morning, November 2903 Alpha with you on the ILS.
Number 2903 Alpha, Riverside Tower, good afternoon. Runway 9 clear low approach, report to miss.
November 2903 Alpha, low approach, runway 9, next report is good.
Palm Springs Tower plus 4658 ready to go, trail right at Bravo.
What's the radio area check?
Plus 4658, Palm Springs Tower, runway 31 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, trail right plus 465.
Papa Tower King at 528 Kilo, located at 24.
Here's our Yankee Kilo, roger, taxi into the ramp via Alpha.
Via Alpha to
Plus 4658, contact SoCal departure.
Contact departure 465.
Cessna 7 Charlie Alpha is clearly active, taxi to the GA parking base.
Number 7 Charlie Alpha, remain on this frequency, taxi into the south ramp via Sierra.
South ramp via Sierra with you, 7 Charlie Alpha, thanks.
Number 2903 Alpha going around.
Number 03 Alpha, confirm going around or going missed?
November 2903 Alpha going missed.
Number 03 Alpha, roger, execute the published missed approach procedure.
Flying the published missed approach procedure, November 2903
Piper 2903 Alpha, contact SoCal departure.
Contact departure, 03 Alpha.
Number 03 Alpha, departure frequency will be 135.4.
135.4 for departure, November 2903 Alpha.
Ontario Tower, November 516 Delta Mike, inbound ILS 26 left.
Number 516 Delta Mike, Ontario Tower. Good afternoon, Ontario. Wind is calm. Runway 26 left, clear to land.
26 left, clear to land, 6 Delta Mike. Ontario Tower, November 36. Correction, 516 Delta Mike, clear the active at uniform, taxiing to the south apron.
Number 6 Delta Mike, roger, taxi in the south ramp via Sierra. Remain on this frequency.
Via Sierra on this frequency, 6 Delta Mike.
Riverside Tower, good evening, November 2903 Alpha
Number 2903 Alpha, Riverside Tower, runway 27, clear to land.
Clear to land on runway 27, 03 Alpha. Riverside Route, November 2903 Alpha, in Alpha request taxi in transient parking.
Number 2903 Alpha, Riverside, ground in the future. Don't switch to the ground frequency unless you're told to do so. You should stay with tower, exiting the runway all the way to the hold short point. Stay on this frequency for now, taxi into the ramp via Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Alpha. Roger. Number 2903 Alpha.
Generally clearance, November 6th, Charlie Mike, type Cherokee. I would like to attempt the I-4 rating today.
Cherokee 76 Charlie Mike, John Wayne clearance. Good evening, good luck on the I-4 destination. Will be, let's go, Kilo, Oscar, X-Ray, Romeo.
That's Kilo, Oscar, X-Ray, Romeo. 6 Charlie Mike.
Yes, sir, good luck.
I'm going to sign off and collect some information for this destination. I'll sign back in. Is that okay?
Absolutely. Just report when you're back with the I-4. And how long do you think it'll be? It's not going to be more than an hour, is it?
No. I have to file and get some charts and plates.
Wonderful. Yeah, I'll still be here, so it shouldn't be a problem. And we'll look for your flight plan to come through. I'll get your plans done.
Las Vegas Tower plus 4658, then usual one on the right, 4500.
Plus 4658, Las Vegas Tower, runway 19 right, clear to land, wind 1807.
Clear to land, 19 right, 4658.
Plus 658, exit right, taxi into the ramp via hotel, remain on this frequency today.
Exit right, right via hotel, right frequency, 4658.
Ground, number 953 Whiskey Alpha's Piper Comanche PA24/Alpha. Taxi be active VFR east departure with weather.
Calling Long Beach Ground, need you to just verify your call sign, please.
Sorry about that. 916 Whiskey Alpha, November 916 Whiskey Alpha.
Comanche 9016 Whiskey Alpha, Long Beach Ground, roger. And just confirm VFR eastbound.
Eastbound and repeat east ramp just south of runway 25.
Comanche 9016 Whiskey Alpha, roger. Runway 26 right, taxi via Kilo.
Okay, 25 right via Kilo, 916 Whiskey Alpha. Long Beach Tower, November 916 Whiskey Alpha, holding short of 25 right at Kilo, ready for departure via Fargo East.
Number 916 Whiskey Alpha, Long Beach Tower, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff, right downwind departure approved.
Clear for takeoff 25 right, right downwind departure 6 Whiskey Alpha.
Good day, Palm Springs, ground scanning Hotel Tango, East Ramp, India, close traffic, runway 31 right.
Papa Hotel Tango, do you mind? Palm Springs ground, say again, aircraft type.
For a Cessna Sky.
Skyline Tango, do you mind? Thank you, runway 31 right, taxi via Echo and Bravo.
Echo and Bravo, 31 right, Papa Hotel Tango.
We're 791 Juliet, towards ground left clear.
Okay, Sky 791 Juliet, we see there's no clearance delivery with this field, so would we get our departure instructions with tower or with ground?
Always go with the lowest, so we'll start with ground, just say your intentions.
Okay, Sky 791 Juliet, type Cessna 172 on the south hangars with the numbers requesting VFR advisories to John Wayne.
Number 791 Juliet, roger, departure frequency 134.9er, squawk 2061.
1249, that's 2061, squawk 791 Juliet.
Got 901 Juliet, read back, that's correct, are you ready to taxi now?
In a couple of minutes, just gotta go engines.
Hey guys, welcome. Happy Thursday. Evanek, good to see you. Vega, good to see you. Yes, this is a glider, Evanek. Let's see. I haven't flown a glider before in X-Plane 11, but I'm curious to find out. I have flown a sailplane in real life though, just once, which was kind of okay, but I just like to hear the sound of an engine and the smell of kerosene, and there's no such thing with sailplane flying. Hey Toby, good to see you. Freshman, hey, what's up? Good to see you here on the stream. Yes, sailplane flying, and this is the last celebration flight as part of my Cat 11 check ride pass, and that means that after this stream we're gonna head over, transition to season 2 of my series IFR flying. First starting with a lot of ground school because I have pretty much no knowledge of IFR flying. So I need to design some training flights and also get a lot of knowledge also about the procedures and all the concepts that are involved with instrument rating flying. So that's going to be very, very interesting and educational as well. And so we progress through my flight training here using Flight Simulator. Hey Sniper, good to see you. For my good to see you. And Sparks, good to see you as well. Welcome guys. So, gliding. Ooh. There we are on Warner Springs Glide Port, an airfield that I did a touch and go a while ago, and we saw some very nice other gliders here flying on the PilotEdge network AI traffic. So yeah, we are on PilotEdge. I am flying with my own weather though, at least it looks like X-Enviro weather, to be honest. Yes, it is. I did set my own weather, I believe, because I like to have some thermals, because I liked my first glider experience here to be a little bit more of a full experience, so I know whether gliding might be something that I would like to do in the future as well. Hey, chauffeur, good to see you. Thanks. So that's why. Let me see. Weather. Thermals. Yeah, this stuff looks good. And visibility is fine. I guess just to get a little bit of haziness in the background, let's put it to something like this, perhaps. Done. Apply. I think that would work. Didn't quite see how much of a thermal strength. 15% coverage. I think that is okay-ish. So we need to search for thermals, which is going to be cool as well. And a climb rate of about 400 feet per minute. I think that's interesting. Hey, Kimo, good to see you. Done. Resume flight. So yeah, on PilotEdge, my own weather this time, because I like to do some thermal flying and see how that goes with a sailplane. There we are, runway 26, Warner Springs glider port. Isn't it cool? I guess this runway would be used by motorized airplanes, and this is actually where the AI of PilotEdge is landing and taking off from the grass, which is kind of obvious. But I couldn't load my airplane on that spot, so that's why I'm starting here. I guess I could use the map or something like that, but this is fine as well. And what I'd like to do for today is to make actually a cross-country flight, a short one, but this just on thermals. Let's see if we can do this. I have no idea, never done this before. So to the left here you can see Warner Springs glider port with that nice lake to the southwest, with a lot of mountains in between. Salton Sea, which has a grass or dirt actually runway, and I thought, let's see if we can make that trip without any motor, without any engine, and I think that will be quite challenging and also a lot of fun, hopefully. Perhaps I will already, I have to already ditch my airplane somewhere in between these mountaintops because I just cannot fly thermals. I have no idea, honestly, guys, so we're going to see how far I can get to the Salton Sea. Also love to approach again the southern part of the Palm Springs area because it's so lovely, photoreal scenery. Though there is actually a tile transition, I believe, somewhere in between Warner Springs glider port and the Salton Sea airport, and there is a very clear difference in color grading, and so and that's a bit ugly. So I guess that's the only disadvantage of flying this way or this particular track. But either way, we're going to see a lot of terrain there, and hopefully we can make it. So a little bit of an experiment, a little bit of a challenge, but I like that as part of my last celebration stream. Scandinavian, good to see you as well. Welcome. Thank you, Vega, for hosting me. That's much appreciated. Now, as you can see here on Warner Springs, it's actually a private airport. It does have a CTAF 122.8. I think that's a CTAF. So let's just set that as well. I have no idea where the radios are. I can see a comm radio here just in front of me. Also hoping that my radio panel will connect to that. I guess so. And that we can still transmit. Must be the same kind of technology, I guess. So that's what we are going to do. I will not use the towing or tow feature here in X-Plane, where there's another airplane in front of me that tows me along to some altitude, and then I release the cord. But rather I use that automated thing. I don't know. There are two options. Oh, you can see a glider there, by the way, in the distance. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it dives down, then crosses the... Oh, loops even. That must be Keith having fun a long time ago when he made that recording. My gosh. Oh, that's interesting. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so the other feature, that kind of like machine that just pulls you over the surface there, and then you can gain some speed and some altitude, and then you let go. Because on PilotEdge, all the AI aircraft that are just default in X-Plane are removed and replaced by the AI traffic that is generated by PilotEdge. So as soon as I turn on PilotEdge with that airplane in front of me with the cord attached to me, that airplane just disappears, and so that doesn't work. So it's going to be a plain old school kind of way of getting on altitude, which I think is interesting. I'm just going to have to see. And again, because here on Warner Springs Gliderport we've got other gliders as well making loops and stuff, we need to be very, very careful not to hit those, which is going to be interesting. And that's about it. So we're just going to have some fun. Not a lot of complex VFR rules or ATC or stuff at all, but just to see whether I can make it from Warner Springs Gliderport all the way to the Salton Sea Airport. No, we got the Kane West Moa here, but it is not a concern to us. It starts. Oh wow! Look at that in front of us. Yeah, that's that glider that also surprised me some streams ago when I was doing a touch and go here. It's so great. It's so awesome that PilotEdge populates these airports. It's really, really wonderful. Hey Keith, good to see you. The plugin used to not take over the multiplayer system, but there was no TCAS as a result and everyone complained. Ah, right. Makes sense. Good to see you here. So that's about it. I guess perhaps we're going to change frequencies. Well, it's also going to be 1 to 2.8 here on the CTAF for Borrego. If we might overfly that one in a few minutes, if I'm able to cross all of these mountaintops on my own, just using thermals. And then we're going to fly over to the Salton Sea, switch to 1 to 2.9, and hopefully we will make a nice landing there. Fingers crossed. Also, we're talking about making nice landings. In the previous stream doing my float plane training, yeah, if you haven't seen it, go and have a look, because there was some crashing involved. Also due to X-Plane's very poor water dynamics, water physics, but also due to my stupidness by not lowering my gear before landing. With my trusty Cessna 172, I have no experience, no habit of setting my gear. Yeah, that's what happened. It's quite fun, actually. Ridge lift, that's your best bet for making it there. Yeah, perhaps. What are the winds today? I do not know, but I've set my own weather, Keith. Also to add some additional thermals here. I've never flown a glider before in X-Plane. I just like to see whether it's fun to do that. And if it is, then I might take up the challenge of flying real-world weather and also study some more of how those thermals work and winds and that kind of stuff. So it's just gonna be fun and just having a first positive experience of gliding. Hopefully, and to see whether this is a topic worth a topic on its own. It is interesting though to be more in tune with the winds and with the weather, and flying from A to B using that rather than just plain kerosene. Even though I like the smell of kerosene, perhaps I should add that perhaps also here to my physical cockpit here in my room. Just a kind of perfume that as soon as I switch my magnetos and my mixture is in and my engine starts, there's just some perfume of kerosene. I guess that's not the right smell, but still. Setting your own weather is a great call for this scenario. Are you familiar how ridge lift works? No, I guess not. I would expect just a wind blowing onto a ridge and then it goes up, and well, you just need to be just over the side of that ridge to catch that ridge lift, and perhaps you just do 180s all. You go up and down over that ridge to gain some altitude, perhaps. Yeah, that's it. Well, perhaps we can look for some ridges, but again, I haven't set really strong winds, I believe, but we could. So we can mess around. Why not? Weather, customize. No, only got some, and I don't know why those winds are there, but as you can see, 15% coverage. I don't know why it's not, why you cannot set it at 100. And what does 25 mean? Coverage of what? So just set it to the middle and let's see what happens. So we need to search for thermals, I hope. Set this to an altitude just above our airport elevation here, because I think then we can already have some luck of getting to a thermal and get going. I have no idea whether that is a good setting or not. Climb rate, well, I think this would be fine, I guess. But what we could do is set a wind and perhaps have a look at whether that ridge flying works. So I'm now looking at some mountain peaks here. What altitude do we need to set that wind? I guess around 5,500-ish. I guess something like that. Can I also add a wind layer? I thought I could. Storminess. I thought I could. Clouds? No, that's just a plain cloud layer, which is also fun, by the way. Well, just above the mountain tops, something like that. Perhaps even scattered. A little bit more high up might be fun. Storminess? No, I don't want storminess. Adjust the existing wind layers. Alrighty. We can only set 3. Check. Thanks, Keith. Thank you. Alright, and there's the altitude. So let's say 5,500 or something like that, so it can push against some kind of a mountain top. And the winds, well, it's flowing towards that direction or coming from that direction. I guess it doesn't really matter at all as long as it's from west to east or the other way around. For example, Hot Springs Mountain here might give us some interesting wind effects. I have no idea. I think it's where it's going to towards. I don't think it doesn't matter as much, but the speed does matter. 10 knots, or is it already? I mean, I need to land as well on the Salton Sea, so perhaps this is a little bit too much for me to handle with a glider, which is even more sensitive to wind speeds. Gust I don't like, turbulence I don't like, a shear mode I also don't like. Use one of the wind lasers already there. Yeah, right. Best would be wind 090. Yeah, or something in that kind of axis. I guess so too. You could also do the glider tau offline, then connect to PA once you release. Yeah, I know, Keith, I know. But I guess just the ordinary classical machine. Well, that's perhaps not even the old school classical way of doing things. More advanced way, but that's fine by me as well. Yeah, done. Apply. Ah, we got some clouds. Nice. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take off runway 26. We're going to be already, I guess, at around, well, 600 feet or even less above the ground. And immediately we need to search for thermals. Interesting. I guess we need to look. I don't know how sophisticated the X-Plane 11 system is with how those thermals or where those thermals are created, if they're just randomly placed or whether they're also nicely placed around more darker patches of terrain. We'll have to see. Once we get a lift going, we need to circle around and see if we can gain some altitude and then hop from one thermal to the next. Hopefully also perhaps do some rich lift flying there to get to the direction of the Salton Sea. Fingers crossed. Hey Dad, from holidays, making a greetings. How are you doing there with Mom? And thank you for dropping in on short notice. Okay. So, here we are in our lovely glider car. I love how the windows, or this, how do you call this? Cabin, this roof can be turned on its head. It's so nice. Look at this. Very simple. We got some extenders or spoilers, I guess, that spoil the airfoil flow, the airflow over the wings, which we will not use, hopefully, until the end. Or if you got a really heavy, intense strong thermal going, you can even use those just to slow down speed so you can stay longer in the thermal, I think. But that's perhaps a little bit more advanced. For me, I haven't set any levers or stuff here to that particular lever, so I need to do that with the mouse, which is also not ideal. What is this? Well, it's not interactive, I guess. No. Can I touch that? Oh, yeah, this is where we can disconnect the cord. And here we can set all this stuff. Okay, so let's put that thing down. Looks good. So there we are. We need to reset the flight, obviously, to get that cord going. But let's first familiarize with the cockpit. So, general on. Yeah, my radio panel goes on as well. Ah, here's the frequency, and that's 1 to 2.7. That's the COM 1, and we can also set it to the COM 2. Awesome. So that's basic. 1 to 2. Yeah, I can just look at my own radio panel here. 1 to 2.7, but we need to set it to 1 to 2.8. I guess that's a CTEF. I don't know. It's a private airport. I don't see the trusty C there in the circle, but I guess it would work just about the same. 1 to 2.8. And Borrego was also 1 to 2.8. And the Salton C was 1 to 2.9, which we could already set it to in the standby. But we don't have a standby, but I guess it would work here. But let's just keep it on the COM2 active. I think COM2. COM2 is 1 to 0.67. Thank you for the follow, Avitech. Thanks. Welcome on the stream. Happy Thursday. 1 to 2.0. That's not the COM2. 1 to 2.8 and 1 to, yeah, so this is standby. Okay. Okay, cool. So 1 to 2.8 and 1 to 2.9. Oh. Okay. Good. There we are. Hey, well, dudes, good to see you as well on the stream. How are you doing? It's awesome. Glad to see it getting some love. Yeah. I also think it looks pretty nice. Also have an outside look here. I think it's really nice. And there are actually also, I guess, payware gliders available. So if I catch the sailplane or glider bug today in X-Plane, I might have a look at A Love to Fire. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Perhaps I'm going to do some additional gliding as well. Yigits, thanks for the follow. Thank you, guys. Happy Thursday. Okay. Enough chat. So we are here. Avionics are on, stuff is on. This thing is also cool. If you can already hear it, I don't know if you guys can. That's a tone that goes up as soon as you have positive rate of climb. And that is quite practical because then you know you don't need to look at this instrument all the time, but you can just listen to know whether you're actually catching a thermal or not. And I guess there's a lot of technique and theory about sailplane flying, obviously, which I'm not knowledgeable of. But perhaps, again, if I'm getting interested in gliding, we might dedicate a few episodes to sailplane flying. Might be cool. Avanek, yeah, I'm not planning to do that today. Okay, so we don't have any cord attached, so I just need to restart my flight, I guess. Let's see if that also resets my avionics. I don't know. Let's have a look. Start new flight. Winch. Yeah, that's what I was referring to. Start new flight. Yeah, there we are. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It already starts. My gosh. And I think we should actually go much more higher than this. Much more steeper, I think. This is already so cool. Until we get pulled down and our attitude decreases, like now. And then up. We release, and we should first go nose down a bit just to make sure that we got some airspeed. And now we're free, guys. So where are we going to? We don't have a lot of choice here. I guess a dark patch would be my best guess. Let's just continue. Not a lot of steep turns here. Do I have a trim? Yes, I have a trim. I guess so. Let's turn on the main power here. So we got a descent going here. So a general turn. Let's see if we can get some climb going. That ridge to the right. Yep, yeah, ridges. I was looking for some darker patch here. Or perhaps that's not a good call. Oh. If you can turn up the sound here, I don't know if you guys can hear, but that sound of the barometer. Yeah, I should have. Yeah, you're right, Keith. I should have turned to the right, I guess, or to some near ridge. So let's see if we're not making it. We're going to land again and try once more. Ah, it does the thermals randomly. Okay. Also, the train is going up there, which is also not a good choice, I guess, for a direction to fly. So just to be safe, I'm going to stick here. Also curious to see how a glider lands, actually, because I guess the stall speed is very, very low. Also noticing the wind there, you can see that we are drifting a bit, or somehow sensitive to the wind. Look at that wing, guys. Ah, sounds good. Sounds good. 100. There it is. So I guess now we're on the edge. Let's try to catch it. And there it's gone. So we're out of the thermal. I guess it's just behind us. Whoa, keep that nose up, Tim. Nose up. Perhaps it's a little bit too steep of a turn. That wind, that thermal needs to stay under our... There it goes again. There it goes again. Alright. Shallow turn. Let's see if we can stick towards it. And it's, I guess it's gonna... A thermal is gonna flow with the wind, obviously. It's also getting pushed by the wind, so... The compass is over there. What did we set the winds to? I guess 270. So that means that the thermal is going that way. Or to the left here. There's a glider on the runway. Taking off. I mean, I guess it would also be so cool to do with a group flight, guys, so that we're all searching for thermals. I don't know if those... No, I guess that those thermals would not be shared in the multiplayer, so someone could catch a thermal which doesn't apply... that doesn't apply to the other. I guess with real weather that would work. I guess I'm losing already more altitude than I'm gaining, actually, because I'm getting pushed away. So let's just continue a bit to this side, because I thought the thermal was just on the start of the runway there. Yep, there it goes. So I guess the thermal here on X-plane is not moving with the winds. There it goes. There it goes. Let's see if I can set up that volume a bit for you guys. It's going to get annoying at some point, but interfaced environment radios. Interior, I don't know. Yeah, that's better. Alright, 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 alright. Ah, Keith is also there. Awesome. Welcome, Keith. Peter Sim, are over the roads? Well, I don't know. I guess I just need to look for a thermal and just stick there. But if this is the rate at which I climb, then it will take a lot of time to get to. Whoa, nice, nice, nice. Not too steep here, because otherwise the winds will just slide under my wings. Good. Speed is very slow, by the way. Be around that yellow mark, I guess. It is nice. It has something to it. Gliding, actually. It is cool. Yeah, but you know, Warner Springs Glider Port. There's someone there. Just landing on 8. Here we go again. No, it's it's over there. Yep, it is. So I'm being pushed to the right, so let's stay a little bit to the left here. Left rudder. Well, just the edge, I guess. This is cool. Obviously, there are actually sailplane simulators, and I have one. It's called something with a bird. Soar Simulator? I thought it was a different name. It is not that pretty as X-Plane, but it has an advanced weather system that does work based on the terrain and patches and ridges and stuff, which is great actually. We could do that as well. But before I venture into sailplane training, glider training, stick to X-Plane. I also love the photoreal. Alright, 3,500. It is peaceful. It is peaceful. Also, very much like the wind sounds. I can also remember from my first time gliding that you're so in tune with the wind. Sometimes you can even see birds fly with you. And you're much more also now in tune with just flying just in the air with the thermals, but you're also much more in tune with the weather. You're looking outside, you're looking at the clouds, you're looking at other signs that might tell you where the thermals are, what the winds are doing, how the weather is changing. You're actually kind of like a bird in many ways. Almost dare to say that's even more spiritual, but I guess that's on the edge of things. But it is so peaceful. I totally agree. Also, there's a great guy on YouTube uploading his flights. Very knowledgeable, very experienced pilot. Has great content there, and he just streams a 3-hour flight, and he's just on its own telling about gliding, and it's amazing what kind of flights that guy gets. Just 100, 200 nautical mile flight, also with competitions. This is nice, but it's going really, really slow in this way. What we could do, perhaps, is also just increase the thermal power. So just to have, this is just an introductory gliding flight, I guess. These gliders don't have a radio panel near, as I can tell. The X-Plane 10 version, well, we got a radio here. I don't know if I can transmit, actually. I should have already. Warner Springs glider ports. Glider, Papa Hotel, Tango, and Mike is now gliding circles, making circles over the field to catch some thermals. Warner Springs. Don't know if that works, but it is pretty. But it's some bummer, but I guess that's something that we could expect, that the thermals are not, that they are just randomly placed. And then that leaves out a lot of the fun, I guess, of sailplane flying, because otherwise you need to hunt for those thermals. I guess with the ridges that might work. That's the same thing, roger that. Let's have a look. I set 88 degrees. Let's set it to 90. 90, 10 knots. At 5,430 feet. Climb rate of thermals 362, and you guys can see it's quite small here. 13% coverage, altitude 3,111. You could crank up, yeah, Valdez, that's your style. Well, perhaps we could, just to have a speed going there. Keith, I'm gonna increase the thermal. Let's say to 700, which is actually quite extreme, but that will give us a better chance of getting to the Salton Sea on time. Whoa! All right, there we go again. Whoa! Also, that sound of the varometer is kind of meditative. It has something zen to it. I don't know. Let's fly to the edge of the runway here. Let's see if it works. But perhaps because I just changed the weather, the thermals might have relocated as well. Still, I haven't really significantly gained some altitude here. No, Avanek, I've been experimenting with that as well before the stream. Thanks, Cirrus Max, for the hosts. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. Yeah, if you put runway contours on, Avanek, the stuff doesn't work. So you need to uncheck that, and then it should. Hey, Cirrus. Doing some gliding with Keith. And I guess that's him, but I don't know for sure. Ah, no. So this is not good. Yeah, that's better. That's better. That's much better. Whoa. Whoa, now we're talking thermals, guys. Beldudes has some ideas. Houston Control, we've got liftoff.
Warner Springs traffic, glider radio check.
Read you 5x5, Keith. Awesome.
Thank you.
Alright. I guess I'm still going very, very slow. So there's...
Warner Springs traffic, glider just winched off of the west-facing runway and now orbiting over the field. Warner Springs got the other glider in sight.
Awesome. I guess it's also quite hard to do position reports in this way. I mean, there's no meaning to downwind, I guess, or base or crosswind. I guess eventually when you're landing, obviously, but when you're just doing your en route stuff, you need to refer to latitudes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Keith, where's Keith? Should have a constant look on that guy. Whoa, there he is. Isn't this cool or what? Avanek, join. Miniwebs, join. Guys, this is cool. I can tell you. This is awesome. The only thing is that I guess we don't share the same kind of weather. So, if that would be the case, then we can share our thermal discoveries and we can guide ourselves towards our destination airport. And this way, I guess Keith would have other thermals than I do. But I'm gaining on him. That's epic, it is, Valdudes. Oh yeah. Come and join us. So again, I don't know a lot about gliding theory to know how you should actually enter a thermal or exit it, or what kind of turns. I guess 8s, lazy 8, something like that could work to stay in thermals, or perhaps I should also stick to a particular speed. I guess I'm around stall speed here. Again, I'm around 3,500 feet. So with my turns here outside of the thermal, I'm losing as much altitude as I just gained. Here it goes again. Oh. Thanks for the follow, Dad. Thanks. So this is a quite... Thanks for the follow, guys. 37, thank you as well. So again, not a aggressive turn to keep that thermal under my belt. Good. Now we're talking. Perhaps even slower. Yeah, because here's the center again. So what I'm noticing that I'm trying to visualize, project the thermal outside, so I have an idea of whether I'm in the core or on the side. So I'm now flying right through its core, so I need to somehow make some turn. At the same time, not hit Keith. I don't know where the guy is. Which is bad practice, obviously. Whoa, there's the core. And now I'm outside of it again. So I guess left turn. I don't know where the core actually is now. Whoa. Gained 500 feet. There we go again. Not yet, not yet. Not yet. Thanks for the follow, Zulda. Well, this is certainly an awesome celebration stream. Passing my Cat 11 rating on PilotEdge just a week ago or so, which I was so proud of actually. Earning my PPL check right, I guess, virtually. So just doing some celebration streams. I did some float plane training yesterday, which went horribly wrong. It was fun though. Also did some high altitude flying with an oxygen mask, which was also insane but fun. And now some glider training. And next up is my season 2 of my series, where we're gonna do instrument training, which I've never done before. Cannot wait to start with on PilotEdge. There it comes. But again, I'm now flying just through the middle. And I should actually just stay outside of the thermal and keep making turns. Thanks for the follow, Vladik. Thanks. What a beautiful scenery, by the way, guys. Look. Isn't it pretty? Alright, now I'm outside of it again. So let's see if I can just make shallow... That's hard. And again, I haven't seen Keith. Perhaps he is looking for some ridges. Okay, here it is. Slow turn. Slow turn. Like to hear a constant high pitch sound, not like this. Guess just an ellipse kind of shape.
Warren Springs traffic radio check.
5 of 5, Fenek, good to see you.
Awesome. Actually, it seems like the tow plane just took off without me. So I'll try to set things up so that they work.
Roger that. Yeah, I had the same thing. I thought that...
You might want to try a winch instead of the tow.
I thought that also with me, with you, when you set your parking brakes, that the sim would start just with the brakes on and you're just parked on the runway, and as soon as you release the brakes, you go. But I found no way to set the parking brakes and to stop X-Plane from immediately towing me, launching me from the runway. But where is Keith? Let's see if I can spot him. Ah, I can see him. He's over there. Ah. We are, I guess. Oh, and he's also on one's on top of me here. Oh, who's Keith?
Warren Springs traffic, glider, Papa Hotel, Victor Alpha. We fixed the issue by just getting our altitude up. And
then that's Evanek.
From the tow.
Have you inside Evanek? Just over the field, I guess. Now making a right turn. But it's hard to now communicate, at least to me, because I guess the main report will be I have you guys inside, but that's it. Thanks for the follow, Rucker. Thanks. Happy Thursday. He's to the north of you. I guess south, because I only have two planes here. There's Evanek. Keith was outside of the airport, I guess, also getting some distance away from me, because I am not as aware and as knowledgeable as he is, or experienced with traffic separation. I'm just focusing solely on thermals here. Look at this, guys. This is awesome. This is so cool. Why are we not gliding much more? I totally agree with Veldudes. Why is this so underrated or somehow not seen? This is cool. Even making very plain circles here. I guess it can be much more challenging. There's Evanek. Double X, thank you for the follow. Wow. Look at that. Guys, I can tell you, this is something different. It's simple. It looks pretty simple, but it is such a rich experience. Ah, Keith, damn it. Damn it. Hoping that my X-Plane survives this. Wow. There goes Evanek. Look at that. I guess still with different weather. Evanek has his own weather and I've got my own weather. Still, it would be fun, I guess, to make a flight from one field to the next, even though we cannot rely on each other's thermals. It's still fun. Hey, this looks good. This looks good. This is a more constant pitch sound. Oh, this is through the middle, I guess. Let's keep that turn going. It's also because of the winds, obviously, that I'm pushed out of the thermal, so I should actually increase now my ground maneuver training, increase my turn here to rapidly turn into the wind again. And now go less steep. 5,000 feet. Yeah, it's more fun to set it at around 600, 700 feet per minute than around 300, which might be even be more realistic. No, this is not good. I'm already out of it. Right, rudder. Whoa. Where is Evanek? Cello. Where is he?
French Valley traffic. I hope 328 Tango Delta
there's
taxiing from transient parking to runway 36 for pattern work, French Valley.
French Valley. Again, guys, you see, CETA frequencies are shared among local airports, some frequencies. That's why it's so important that you state your position before and at the end of your calls, so everyone knows where you are at. And not everyone is looking for a downwind leg kind of inbound traffic when you're actually on another airport. There goes Evanek, just over the nose there. Now, it would be fun if he would also find the same. So glide there on the runway. That might be Keith now being launched over the runway. Let's see him do a...
Warner Springs traffic glider taking off runway 8.
Yep.
Warner Springs on the winch.
That's him. That's him. With Evanek. Oh, this is a nice picture. Someone clip this. Isn't this cool? Wow. But I haven't heard my pitch sound here. Thank you for the follow, Aziz. Thank you. Happy Thursday. There we go again. There we go again. Come on. Bring it to me. Bring it to me, baby. There goes Keith making a left turn right now. So what you could do, I guess, with the group flight is just, like Keith already asked, is set the same weather, same climb rate of the thermals, same percentage, same winds, just the same weather, and still X-Plane might locate those thermals, position those thermals on other spots for each pilot, for each player, but it could still be a fair kind of game, I guess, and still much fun.
French Valley traffic.
Thank you, Joey.
328 Tango Delta, departing runway 36, closed traffic, French Valley.
Oh, Evanek, what you do is you select the airplane, and then in the right down bottom corner, you can see an edit for how you like to start. You can even pick the airplane that likes that you like to use for you to tow or to launch. That's a good one, Veldudes. Is that possible? I guess so. That would be awesome indeed. Just to share that file and then you're done. That would indeed be a trick. Alright, I'm again... there's that. Look at how peaceful with the wind sound. It's so cool. I'm also running with XP Realistic. So these winds, I think, are by XP Realistic, which I could tune and even make more interesting. There's a special glider setting there. Yeah, I'm losing a lot of altitude here. Already lost around 800 feet, so I'm not paying attention to the thermals. Which I actually don't care that much because it's so pretty, it's so cool. Thermal time, let's go. Come on. I know you're somewhere around here.
Warm Springs traffic, glider Papa Hotel Victor Alpha landing on runway 8.
Evanek is already going down. Try that, I guess. The trick. There we go. We're now through the thermal, so now we lost it again. So now it's behind me. I know for sure. So there should be some kind of a logic
French Valley
behind
traffic,
this.
Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta turning downwind one-way 36 French Valley.
Making that turn right now, but again we got wind, so I should consider how steep I'm actually turning. That direction should bring us again into the thermal. There it goes. Makes sense. But I'd like to be on the edge of the thermal so I can keep in it while I'm on the edge. That was not such a big rise. Or I should make the turn once I'm in the core. It's hard. Yeah, it's just over the field. Come on. Come on, now we're talking. So let's turn right now. Let's make it steep.
French Valley traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta turning right base, runway 36, touch and go, French Valley.
Guys, I think I got something. I think I'm doing something that I should do. Whoa, this is so cool. Imagine doing this with VR. My gosh. And now I lost it. I guess it's now to my left. Yep.
Warm Springs traffic, glider Papa Hotel Victor Alpha taking off runway 8 via the winch for the traffic.
Oh, Keith has also gained some altitude. I can see him already there on the right side.
French
He's already
Valley
above me.
traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta turning right, final, runway 36, touch and go, French Valley.
Keith is over. Damn it. I thought he was over there. I'm getting pushed here to the back because of the wind. So again here, a bit less aggressive turn. And here more aggressive, so yeah, I'm already on the edge. Come on, Tim. Now let's do some... Yeah, the field is... Slow turn here. Slow turn there. Where's Keith? I thought he was already above me. It's to be expected. Cannot spot him there. Where's my thermal? Perhaps we are on top of the thermal. That could also be the case. Ah, there's someone down there. I guess that's Evanek. But no way can I make the Salton Sea. Which is actually not that much of a bummer. This is cool. Ihor, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. So there we go. Let's go into the middle. Good. There we are. And now let's make that turn. Keep that speed going. It's a little bit too late, I guess.
French Valley traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta turning right, downwind, runway 36, French Valley.
There it goes. No, there it doesn't go. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Again. Round, round, round we go. Round, round, round we go back. Still, this is nice, but I'm getting pushed out of the thermal in just a moment. Yep, there I am, and I should...
Warner Springs traffic, glider Papa Hotel Victor Alpha heading to the ridges on the east. Warner Springs.
On the east.
French Valley traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta turning right base runway 36. Touch and go, French Valley.
There it is again. So now also going to the east. And then as soon as I'm out of the thermal, I'm going to make rapid turns again. And I will push slowly back to the west until I'm outside of the thermal. And then I go back again. Obviously, I could just change my bank rate there just to stay in that thermal. So I can account for that wind push. But that's a bit too hard for me to handle right now, to be honest. 5,000 feet.
French Valley traffic, turning right final runway 36. Full touch and go, French Valley.
Here it comes, getting pushed into the thermal. Just wait a bit. Ah, Roger, Snipe. 3,700, okay. He's already making progress. Perhaps I could do that also. Just do one more. Yeah, that might be fun. Okay, one last lap, come on. To gain some altitude, and then let's also head to the east. See if we can spot him. And that's also the entire competition of sailplane flying is it better now just to gain some altitude, make use of this thermal before I leave the airport, or is it better to just go and perhaps find a better thermal in the mountains, right? Just fascinating stuff. Okay, 5,000. Let's see if we can do a first search for another thermal. Water Springs traffic, Papa Hotel Tango Mike is also going to fly to the east to do some ridge lift thermal flying over there. Oh. Sorry. Not paying attention here. Can we still get some thermal going? I guess not. Alright. Yeah, there's a nice ridge over there to the right. But the winds are actually now through this valley. So if you talk about ridge flying, I would expect to see it more on that side actually than in the valley, because it's just flying straight on. There would be a great spot to gain some altitude. Yes, Steve, it is. This is just the default X-plane. Thanks for the follow. Leave it da. Happy Thursday. Using a lot of up trim, but it doesn't work. I guess the trim is not working at all.
French Valley traffic.
A ridge running north to south.
Right, downwind runway 36, French Valley.
Exactly, that's what you need. And this is a bit more north-south-ish, but not quite. This would be better here. Or there, actually. But those are also blocked by this. That would be a great one, I guess. But it is cool. And it's also so beautiful. Wow. No airliners, no autopilot. Just Echo airspace. Brah. Brahim. Thank you for the follow. Happy Thursday. Your leverage ridge lift is muted compared to early. Ah, right. I have no clue, Keith, but I believe you right away. So I guess the rate at which
you... traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta, turning right base for runway 36, full stop, French Valley.
The rate at which you just fly into new thermals is actually the same as me trying to keep in one. But doing all of that turns, as you can see, let's gain some speed here. Also, I'm not flying with my spoilers on, no. Now, Evanek was also flying towards the east. Let's see if we can spot him. It was a bit lower than me.
French Valley traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta turning right, final runway 36, full stop French Valley.
Evanek and Keith are nearby, okay. Well, not nearby me, but they are close together. Where are you guys? Roger that, Keith. Well, I'm gonna quit in about 20 minutes or so. So I'd just like to have some experience with that ridge lift thing. We set the winds to 0 now, yeah. So I guess that means that the winds are now flowing right on top of this, against this mountain ridge. So we would actually like to be on the other side of it. Should have actually flown to that one, but I don't know for sure how that wind barb direction arrow works actually on X-plane. Whether that means that the winds are coming from or heading towards the east. Let's see what happens. Let's just overfly. I mean, this is quite steep. Let's see if we overfly this one from the right here to the left to see if we notice something of a wind going. Roger that. Roger that, Keith. Thanks. Really appreciate you being here. Also flying with us. It's such a pleasure. Where's Evanek then? Evanek, where are you?
French Valley traffic,
there he is.
328 Tango Delta, clear runway 36, French Valley.
No, that's just a 737 flying, I guess, intercepted by F-16s because he busted a TFR. Welcome to PilotEdge. Oh, really, Keith? That's awesome. Thank you, Mark, for the follow. Doing some gliding today, something other than usual. Usually I'm flying the Cessna 172 VFR training, preparing for my instrument rating training. But just as a celebration stream today, just doing some gliding, which is actually much more fun than I initially thought. There he is. I can see you, Evanek. I'm gaining on you. Got some lift there. So ridge flying, right? Well, again, whoa, whoa, whoa. Does it stay like this, or is it just an? Yeah, it just seems like an ordinary thermal, I guess. Again, this is dangerous. I could get myself trapped in this valley if I don't stick a bit to the left. The one. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. And this is also so cool. If you just look on YouTube for gliding videos, you will see this kind of footage. Guys flying just over ridges. Also flying over people who are hiking or cycling and just going very low with a low pass, and it's so awesome. It's so beautiful, and they're so free. And sometimes, like it's the case right now, they run into trouble and they need to ditch somewhere in some field. Talking about a ridge. Oh yeah. Come on. Another time. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Still see Avanek. No. Whoa! That was a good run. That was a good run again. Man, this is so peaceful. To be honest, at the end of a working day for me now locally, it's about 9 in the evening, and opposed to my summer break time just a few weeks ago, I had so much time, and also I was so relaxed that I could do complex VFR flights in the evening in local time here. But now after working days, man, I feel so tired, but I still love to fly, but more in a relaxing way. Well, perhaps I should consider doing a sailplane flying, because that stuff works. It really slows down your thinking, and it's wonderful. Also, the sound of the wind is almost like listening to a sea. So
Valley traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta, taxiing to runway 36, closed traffic work, French Valley.
Thanks for the follow, my sin. Be Thursday. Avanek was clearly in front of me a while ago, so perhaps he already made another trip over those mountain tops. I don't know. Oh, is it that simple? Just overflying a ridge? I mean, it's called ridge lifting, but because that was a long run. Thanks for the follow, Marie. Mary. Come to daddy. Come to daddy. Oh yeah, there we go. Other way around. Looks good. And it's gone again. Good. This is good. Really focus now.
French Valley traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta, departing runway 36, closed traffic, French Valley.
Really focus now. This is fun. Avanek, where are you? Oh, there he is. Coming our way. No, he's not coming our way. Okay. Almost at your altitude. Again. Still in the climb. Wow. It's also much more immersive. I don't know if you guys also feel the same thing while watching, but nice. Listen to those winds. Come on. Come on, where was it? It was a little bit there down. Let's try again. Where's the field? Oh, there it is. Right. Good. A little bit back. A little bit back. And now making my right turn again. Or I leave it. Good. Overturning here. There we go.
French Valley traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta turning right.
And making my
downwind,
left turn
runway
already.
36 French Valley.
My left turn. More rapidly, so I turn into the thermal. Ah, lazy 8s. Kind of, not really lazy 8s. That's not a good. But I'm making 8 kind of turns here. This is working. You're at the mountaintop. That's a position report. I don't see you, Avanek, but I will look out on the other side of the window in just a sec. Ah, lost it. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. Thanks for the follow, Domi.
French Valley traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta turning right base, runway 36, touch and go, French Valley.
Someone is doing... Ah, there he is. Oh no, that's the airliner again. Don't know what that is about. Pan Am. Where is Evanek? He's on the mountaintop. Well, there are many mountaintops. Go again.
French Valley traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta turning right, final runway 36,
Oh, yeah.
touch and go, French Valley.
Thank you for the follow, Tay. Hi. Thanks for the follow. Happy Thursday. Welcome on the stream. Doing some gliding today, which is totally new. Usually I'm flying a Cessna 172, which is also a lot of fun, but kind of surprised how peaceful and zen and beautiful sailplane flying actually is. Just like to see a glimpse of Avanek before I return to the field. I mean, the Salton Sea is all the way across those ridges. Well, I cannot make it that far in just a few hours. That's madness. I mean, that would be a nice field over there to land, but that's not an airfield, unfortunately. But that would have been fun. Yes, gaming, it is. It's all ortho. Okay, what I'm gonna do is return to the field. There he is. Or is that just some scenery glitch? No, there he is. Okay, next we return to the field and see if we can actually land a sailplane. Literally at the mountain you were looking at. Yeah, I did see you. I did see you. That's pretty. Oh, that's Keith that paused. Well, it doesn't
French
seem
Valley
like
traffic, Skyhawk 328
doesn't seem like a
Delta
paused
turning
airplane.
Right, downwind runway 36, French Valley.
Sreerson, thanks for the follow. Welcome aboard this two-seater. It's getting cozy behind me with the 36 people in this sailplane. We're getting heavy. How beautiful. Look at that. And a sailplane there in the distance. It's so scenic. So peaceful. No fuel at all. And just the sound of winds rushing over. There is Warner Springs glider port. I'm gonna land on that grass strip this time, not on the paved stuff there. Paved runway. There's also some AI flying over there, so that's gonna be interesting as well to see if we can avoid it. Together with Evanek. Whoa! There he is.
French Valley traffic. Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta turning right base runway 36 full stop French Valley.
He's like to catch my tail. I'm catching yours. Thanks for the follow, Design. Wow! Wow, let's wave to Evanek.
French Valley traffic. Skyhawk 328
That's a
Tango
dangerous
Delta
turn.
turning final runway 36 French Valley. Full stop.
Look at that. Thanks, Ev. We're already having a thermal there. Wow. Oh, we are, Marcus. This is cool. It's just basic. It has a peacefulness to it. It's so neat. I didn't actually expect it to be... that it would be this cool. I mean, not a lot of stuff is going on, just the sound of winds, but look at this, Marcus. It looks great. With the photo reel with Keith and Evanek flying. You should really join sometime. But still, at the end bit of my stream here, to be honest, Mrs. Uncertified is waiting. Also, on a side note, these are the default clouds of X-Plane. To be honest, I think that those look more pretty than X-Enviro. So, they're also much more 3D-ish. I can much more rely on whether I will actually go IMC when
French
I'm
Valley
near those
traffic.
clouds.
Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta clear runway 36 French Valley.
Alright, so perhaps I'm gonna just stick to the default clouds of X-Plane. Thanks for all those follows, guys. Reap, thank you. Yannick, thank you. Welcome on the stream. Okay. Warner Springs traffic, yellow, white glider is now returning to the field, currently at 5,500 inbound from the north, heading inbound for landing runway 22. Warner Springs. Winds are coming from 27, set those myself.
Warner Springs traffic, glider Papa Hotel Victor. We have the not so yellow glider inside that will be landing beside you or behind you on runway 8, Warner Springs.
Roger that. Don't know why there's no trim in a sailplane, or at least why my trim wheel is not working. SPAD did connect to this sailplane, so it should work, but I don't know why it's not. Thank you for the follows, guys. Sean, thank you. Sky, thanks. Welcome on the stream. So what I'm going to do is fly upwind on 2-2. Then make, I guess, just left traffic patterns. I don't know what the... if there's actually something depicted there. No, it isn't. So what I'm going to do is use some spoilers here. Oh yeah, and there we go. Whoa. Okay, that's a descent. Whoa. Warner Springs traffic, the white glider is gonna fly upwind runway 22, and then we're gonna fly a left pattern 22 for a full stop on runway 22. Warner Springs. There we go.
Warner Springs traffic, Skyhawk, glider, Papa Hotel Alpha Victor Alpha will be circling overhead and wait for you to clear the runway.
Avanek is also flying Cessna Skyhawk, so it's also just in the habit of saying. Don't know how much altitude I can actually, what I need to make that traffic pattern turn. Skyhawk glider, right. Mias, how did you fix the flickering cloud shadows? That's a good one. They are still flickering. You look closely. But I also noticed that it was a bit less. I didn't update Explain at all, but... Also, guys, is it just me or is the Explain 11 version 02 not out yet? Because I already see a blog post about 0.05, while 02 is not released, right? There are only candidates versions of those. At least I'm not getting those on Explain when I update, so... Still getting thermals here quite aggressively on top of the airport, which is not that handy, I guess. Perhaps I could just also set a bit of a spoiler. Not too much, but just a bit. Warner Springs traffic. White glider is now turning for the left crosswind 22 for a full stop. We're going to land on the grass runway, by the way. There's the field. Do I see Avanek? No.
French Valley traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta taxiing runway 36, French Valley.
This is good. Just a bit of a spoiler in.
Warner Springs traffic, glider, Papa Hotel Victor Alpha, we're still circling overhead, waiting for the other glider to clear the field. Warner Springs.
Roger. Warner Springs traffic, white glider is now on the left downwind for runway 22, full stop. Warner Springs. So, if you look at the videos on YouTube for the guys who are gliding, they actually continuously, obviously, have the left hand here on the spoiler, so they can set those spoilers whenever they need. In my case here, I gotta use my right mouse to do that. Go. So I'd like to land over here. So can switch off the audio here because we don't need it. Again, hard to know. For a Cessna Skyhawk, I feel the temptation already to turn, but this glider obviously can glide a lot farther, much more distance than a Skyhawk. So the most trouble would be the terrain. Tempted to already make that turn. Oh, is that true? Oh yeah, that's a good one. Thank you, Avanek. Oh yeah. That works. The throttle just on idle and the spoilers go up. That works. Okay. Warner Springs traffic, white glider is attempting to land on the grass runway for runway 22, Warner Springs. Too much out, I guess. Too far out, but here we go. Here we go, guys. First glider landing of the uncertified pilot. There we are. Keep the ailerons up. So left aileron a bit. Left aileron a bit. Even more. Full right rudder, but it doesn't really work. And clear of the runway. Brake. Does that work? It does. There we are. That was so
French Valley
awesome.
traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta departing runway 36, departing to the east.
Where's
French
Evan?
Valley.
Warner Springs traffic, white glider is has landed and clear runway 22. Evan, good luck.
Roger, Warner Springs traffic, glider Papa Hotel Victor Alpha, traveling upwind, going to join the left downwind for runway 22, and we two are going to land in the grass, Warner Springs.
Where is he? Well, we're going to just use the camera. This is so cool. Sniper, you're better with gliders than you are float planes. That's true. Marcus, way to go. I so want to go to do that. Yeah, Marcus, I totally get that feeling. It is... Ooh, je ne sais quoi. That is so awesome. I also like to study more of weather theory to know how to use the glider. But I guess the X-Plane 11 engine for gliding and thermals is not that sophisticated yet. I was also looking for darker patches in the ground to see, to expect that there would be thermals over there. But
glider Papa Hotel Victor Alpha turning downwind, runway 22 in the grass, Warner Springs.
Where is the guy? Let's look at Avanek. He said, what did he say? Downwind? Upwind? Ah, there he is.
French Valley traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta.
He's high.
Right crosswind, departing
He's very high.
Pattern to the east, French Valley.
So, this were my routes here. Look at that. All the way down, circle, circle. Those is almost art. Look at those. Those are so pretty. So I did spot that thermal over there. That's
Warner
wonderful.
Springs traffic, glider Papa Hotel Victor Alpha turning final runway 22 in the grass, Warner Springs.
I can see you. Explain, don't crash on me, please. All right, let's prep ourselves. Thanks for the follow. Onur, thank you. And there he comes. Spoilers on. Avanek, try your best. I think you need to go lower even. Yes, Kenny, I guess so. Thank you, chauffeur. All right. Avanek, show us how it's done. I guess it is his first glider landing as well. Ah, that was sudden. Here, a plane overflying. Oh yeah, there he is. I also had a left tendency. I guess once you hit the wing with the ground, that's the angle obviously that you will turn on. Thank you for the follows, guys.
Warner Springs
Diamond,
traffic,
thank you.
Papa Hotel Victor Alpha is clear for the runway, Warner Springs.
Awesome. He's got a passenger, by the way. I guess I have one too. Mrs. Uncertified. Look at that. That was absolutely unexpected fun. That was a blast. Man, that was so cool, guys. It really surprised me how fun it is to fly a glider. Man. A glider livery. Yeah, that would be awesome, Gaming Reborn. Based on the Skyhawk of the 172, so the yellow, you know, the yellow kind of color scheme is obviously the brand of the Uncertified Pilot. Would love to have a glider paint for this sailplane. That would be awesome. And obviously with the Papa Hotel Tango and mic on it. Thanks for the follow, guys. For the follows. So many. I think around 30 or so. Man, thanks. So, yeah, just one more look at those patterns, because those are quite informative, actually. They look pretty, but they're also informative, as always. So, I was doing my takeoff. That doesn't seem to be right. All the way down over there. I guess this thing is remembering also all my previous flights, or what? This one is weird. Anyway, yeah, these were my initial turns. Whoa! So I did my departure here, which was quite sudden, by the way. I thought when I would set my parking brakes, the thing would not climb, but it just immediately went on. So I did, quite steep, then went all the way up, and then already found a thermal on the edge of the runway. So on the end of the runway. So I made some circles there and was looking how could I find it. And eventually I found that the thermal was actually on top of here. And you can see, thanks Snipe. Thank you, much appreciated. That here I could gain some altitude. Once I was here on top, I thought, well, let's see if we can make a trip to those ridges, as Keith suggested, and Evanek was already doing. So I went off, you can see some thermals over there, until eventually I hit this one. I guess that's just completely random. Winds are coming from this side in, so I would expect to see some very extreme thermals, I guess, on these edges, where the wind hits the surface over there, but that was not really the case. But still, it looks really, really pretty. And eventually, I'm going to rewatch that point when I was chasing Evanek here. That was so cool. Again, totally mind blown by how extraordinary gliding is, even in a flight sim. Man, gonna do that more often. Let's go down. Also, wonderful photo reel that also really adds to the experience, I guess. If you just have the default stuff going, it's much less scenic, I can tell. Nice ending shot here. Look at that. That will be... wow. So, guys, that completes the Uncertified Pilot celebration streams. Again, as part of my Cat 11 rating, I was so proud that I passed for that check ride. A lot of work went into preparing myself to get all the way up to the Cat 11 rating. If you're new to the Uncertified Pilot, I'm here learning how to fly using Flight Sim from scratch. We're already at episode 96 or so, or 97, even more. I have no idea on the top of my head. So I've come a long way flying. If you're new, hop over to YouTube and you can watch the first episode and see how I progressed until I eventually attained my Cat 11 rating on PilotEdge and can call myself kind of like a virtual PPL pilot, which I'm really, really proud of. Next up is my season 2 of my series, where I start with my instrument training. Completely new for me, so I'm gonna start from scratch again. I'm gonna stream my ground school training as well here with you guys, so we can chat about instrument rating flying. You guys can perhaps teach me as well how to become a better instrument rated pilot along the way, which I would really, really appreciate. Keith will jump on as well as the CEO, the owner of PilotEdge, and we'll do some mentoring, which is so cool. So perhaps we can poke him with questions as well. And again, education is what this channel is all about. Learning how to fly. And to me, that's the passion of flying. Not just flying itself, but learning how to fly. And I hope I can inspire you as well to get more of your out of your flight simming experience. Again, guys, thank you for joining in. Thank you, Snipe, for your support. Chemo, thank you. Evanek, thank you for joining in on the stream here as well. As always, much appreciated. Got some really scenic captures there. Hope you did as well. Hope to see you again in a future stream. Scandinavian, thank you for being here. Gaming, Reborn, yeah, guys, there's so many. Chauffeur, thank you for dropping by once more. Thank you again for all the follows, guys. Dozens of new pilots, potential pilots perhaps, joining here on the Uncertified Pilot channel. That really inspires me as well. Amy, thanks for the follow. ZSOla, thank you for the follow too. Aber, thanks. Welcome on the channel. Alrighty then. So, as always, guys, happy flights, blue skies, and hoping to see you very soon. Bye.
Palm Springs Tower, Skyline Hotel Tango. Your mic is 10 miles north of the airport at 3000. With information X-ray and for a full stop. Landing 13 left if that's available.
Papa Hotel Tango, India Mike, Palm Springs Tower, Squawk 6250.
6250.
Papa Hotel Tango, India Mike, Palm Springs altimeters 2985, radar contact, about 10 miles west of the Palm Springs VOR. Presently landing runway 31, you're requesting straight in for 13.
If that's available, yes please.
Correction, Papa Hotel Tango, India Mike, make straight in runway 13 left and clear to land. Wind wind at 0905.
Clear to land, runway 3 left, Papa Delta Tango, any mic, thanks.
Palm Springs clearance, Pilatus 4658 is type PC12 slam call, request clearance to Vegas S-file.
Pilatus 4658, Palm Springs clearance. Good afternoon, unable to give you S-file, I'll be forward standby. Pilatus 4658 is cleared to Las Vegas Airport via Flight Cathedral 1 departure procedure to Palm Springs, Victor 370 to 29 Palms, Victor 538, Cresso, join the Cresso 3 arrival. Maintain 7,000, expect flight level 2, 405 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.7, squawk 6316.
Is cleared to Vegas via Cathedral 1, Palm Springs, Victor 37029, Palms, Victor 538, Presso 3. Initially climb 7,000, expected for 0 after 5, departure 1267, squawk 6316, Pilatus 465.
Pilatus 4658, readback is correct. Tango to Mike, taxi to Ram via Echo and on this frequency.
Taxiing to the Ram via Echo, remaining on this frequency, Papa Delta Tango, any mic.
Ontario Tower, Cessna 237 Charlie Alpha, approximately 4 miles to the west, inbound to land.
Number 237 Charlie Alpha, roger, inner left traffic, left downwind runway 26 left report base.
Enter left downwind for 26 left and we'll call you base 237 Charlie Alpha.
Charlie Tower, United 242 on the visual for 20 right, will be turning for a right base short.
United 242 Jolly Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land, wind 170 at 13.
Clear to land, 20 right, United 242.
Papa Tower, Kilo ILS runway 24.
Here 520 Yankee Kilo Palomar Tower, runway 24, clear to land, wind 210 at 11. Number 237 Charlie Alpha, runway 26 left, clear to land.
26 left, clear to land, 7 Charlie Alpha, thank you.
Palm Springs ground, Pilatus 4658, east trend with the weather going for taxi.
Pilatus 4658, Palm Springs ground, runway 31 right, taxi via Echo and Bravo.
Trail right via Echo Bravo 465.
Riverside Tower, good morning, November 2903 Alpha with you on the ILS.
Number 2903 Alpha, Riverside Tower, good afternoon. Runway 9 clear low approach, reports missed.
November 2903 Alpha, clear low approach, runway 9, next report is missed.
Palm Springs Tower, Pilatus 4658, ready to go to the right side Bravo.
What's the radio area check?
Pilatus 4658, Palm Springs Tower, runway 31 right, clear for takeoff.
Shift takeoff to run right, Pilatus 465.
Panama Tower, Kilo located at 24.
Here's our Yankee Kilo, roger, taxi into the ramp via Alpha.
Via Alpha,
Pilatus 4658, contact SoCal departure.
Contact departure 465.
Cessna 7 Charlie Alpha is clearly active, taxi to the GA parking base.
Number 7 Charlie Alpha, remain on this frequency, taxi into the south ramp via Sierra.
South ramp via Sierra with you, 7 Charlie Alpha, thanks.
Number 2903 Alpha going around.
Number 03 Alpha, confirm going around or going missed?
November 2903 Alpha going missing.
Number 03 Alpha, roger, execute the published missed approach procedure.
Flying the published missed approach procedure, November 2903.
Hyper 2903 Alpha, contact SoCal departure.
Contact departure, 03 Alpha.
Number 03 Alpha, departure frequency of 135.4.
135.4 for departure, November 2903 Alpha.
Ontario Tower, November 5